be kidding me. What? Are you trying to get me in trouble? Have you forgotten your own restraining order against me? Have you forgotten your own words on it? Obsessive, controlling, unrelenting. Yes, I know it's storming outside. So what? You're the one who drove out in the first place. I don't know why you thought finding me out here was a good idea, but now go driving yourself away from me. Really? You expect me to believe that? You honestly had no idea that this log cabin out in the middle of nowhere belonged to me, and that your car just happened to die right here, right now? That's one freakishly massive coincidence for me to accept blindly. I'm violating the terms of your restraining order simply by answering the door to my house, by the way. Are you filming me right now? Are you trying to get me in more trouble than you already have? Okay, fine. Come in. You can stay, but when this storm is over, if you don't get in your car and drive away, I'm pushing it into the lake behind my cabin. You got me? Fine. I'm going to sit over here in my chair, which is in my house, if that's okay with you. I don't care. Sit wherever you want. But I'm as far away as I can get right now without going outside. So if you get any closer, it's on you. No, I get it. Just put your jacket over by the fireplace. I can see that it's soaked. Yes, it's not lit. It's mostly for ambience. I have central heating. But if you lay it on the stone base, the water won't hurt anything. That? I was making some tea before. Well, before all of this. Yeah, Earl Grey. I know it's your favourite. I make it sometimes to remember. It helps me feel better when I'm sad. Now, if you don't mind, I'm just going to hold my cup over here and try not to think about what's going on right now. No, feel free. Go ahead and have a cup. It'll help warm you up. But you'll have to pour it yourself, because God forbid if I touch it, you'll think I poisoned it. Unless, of course, you believe that I poisoned my own tea in anticipation of you suddenly showing up at my door out in the middle of nowhere. I'm sorry. You're right. I don't have to be like that. But you need to understand what this is doing to me right now. How's the tea? Good. So, how have you been? I've been okay, all things considered. It's quiet out there. I think I needed that. I needed to be away from prying judgmental eyes where I could do my own thing. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be passive-aggressive, really. But after you got the restraining order, everyone I knew just looked at me differently. I didn't feel like I could go anywhere without hearing people whisper condemningly around me. No, it's not your fault. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Yeah, I suppose this does kind of feel like it's right out of a movie. I mean, what are the odds of you breaking down right here, right now? You didn't even know I was out here. I've got to tell you, if I was still like I used to be, I'd see this as the universe giving me a sign that we should never have broken up. Oh, I probably haven't really changed, but Excel will at least make you examine yourself more deeply, you know? So, you met anyone yet? Really? Come on. You were being hit on left and right when we were a couple. I'm sure you had taken someone up on their offer by now. You were too being hit on constantly by everyone that moved. I couldn't take you anywhere without some bimbo throwing herself at you. Remember that time at the mall? I came back to the food court after leaving you for just 2 minutes to buy you a gift, only to find a little blonde hussy draped all over you. She was practically sucking on your neck when I got there. I didn't overreact. The only other reason she would have been that close is if she was a vampire about to drain you out of your blood. By doing anything short of impaling her with a wooden stake, I underreacted. I'm all about the stories you told me about your work. You yourself complained that every woman at work kept hitting on you, and even some of the men. You bet I did. I showed up at your office one time because of what you were telling me. And you tell me right now what I saw. Go ahead. I won't paint the picture. You tell me. Go on, say it. That's right. So don't tell me that I overreacted. It's not like I cut off a hand. Her hair had probably grown back by now. Oh, you're going to bring that up now. Yes, I tied you up. It was for your birthday. Don't try to tell me now that you didn't enjoy it. It was too just a present, which you loved. Yeah, I didn't let you out for a week. It was a really great present. Of course I told you that you were never getting away. That was part of the roleplay designed to heighten the experience. You were loving it. You did not have to escape. I was about to let you out of those ropes anyway. I was too. You freeing yourself before I did just made it appear to you that I never intended to let you out of those ropes. Come on, admit it. I pampered you and pleasured you and adored you for a week straight, and you loved every minute of it. How many other women would have gone to such great lengths for you? On second thought, don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question, and I don't know if you actually do know any other women who would have done that for you. Yes, I said for you. It was all for you. I loved you. I still do. That's what the tea was for. I told you that I make it to help me when I'm feeling sad. I've been missing you in it. No, I'm sorry. But you can see why you being here right now is particularly hard on me. No, I haven't gotten over you, and I don't believe I ever will. I still love you. That's never going to change. Closure? No, I never got closure. How could there be closure? It always feels like you were stolen from me. Yes, exactly. You did what you thought you had to do, but it was from mistaken information. God, if this didn't hurt so much, it'd feel like we're living in a sitcom where somebody hears something out of context and begins to act stupidly for the next 20 minutes until we realise what fools we've been, and everybody laughs about it. No, I wouldn't do anything different. I loved you with everything I had. I gave you everything. How is that wrong? You see? This is what I mean. If we'd broken up because we just weren't getting along anymore and we'd been having one fight after another, I could live with that. I could be angry with you or disgusted or whatever. I could rip up your photos and stick pins in like voodoo dolls of you or something. But I could move on. This just feels wrong. I was in the middle of the most fantastic relationship I'd ever had and ever will have, and it just vanished. I didn't see it coming. No. You stop right there. You don't get to walk over and comfort me. No. No, stop it. Stop holding me. I told you how much I still love you. This isn't going to help me get over you. It's only going to make me want you more. Thank you for that. It really does help to hear you weren't trying to hurt me. But it doesn't help with the fact that this still feels wrong. It still feels like it shouldn't have happened. I will tell you this though. The next time I get a guy, I'm tying him up and hiding him away for real. I'm not going through this again. You laugh, but I mean it. I'm going to tie him up and keep him in my basement. And I'm going to feed him and bathe him and care for him in every way I know how. I'm going to make sure he understands every minute of every day of his life, just how much he means to me, and I am never going to let him get away. I never want to feel this way again. I'll make him feel so loved and so special that if he ever manages to get loose, the only thing he'll think about is how he can tie himself up before I notice he's out of his binds. Really? You think you'd like that? No, stop it. Don't play with my heart like that. No, I mean it. Don't keep talking like that. You'll only make it worse if you leave and I think you want to come back. You mean it? You've been missing me too? I guess it is difficult to find someone who could love you as much as I do. You really mean it, don't you? You really do believe that you made the wrong decision? Of course I get it. When you're that torn about what you did and you've been missing me so badly, and then for this to happen, I mean, what a freak coincidence. You've got to wonder if the stars aren't aligning to guide you back to where you belong. You really mean it? You want to give us another shot? I'm so glad to hear you say that, my love. Because the paralytic from the tea has had time to start kicking in. You didn't notice that I never actually drank any of mine, did you? No, don't panic. You're with me, baby. You're with me now and forever. Don't worry, this isn't revenge. I've got you back. I finally got you back. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to do everything I just said I was going to do and more. Don't worry, it won't knock you out. It will just make it so you can't move long enough for me to carry you downstairs and tie you up in the room I've prepared for you. Oh, but honey, I just told you. In fact, I just told you everything. I told you that I poisoned my own tea in anticipation of you showing up out of nowhere. And let me tell you, it took a lot of effort to get you out here on that delivery out in the middle of nowhere and have your car break down right as you were nearing my drive. One of these days, I'll tell you all about it so you can marvel at my brilliance and dedication. The most difficult part was trying to time it all during a storm. No, I already told you that too. Nobody will find your car. I said that when this storm is over, if you don't get in your car and drive away, I'm pushing it into the lake. In fact, you even agreed on that term if I recall. Yes, that's right. I said I needed to be out of here, where it was quiet away from prying eyes. I've been setting up everything just for you out here, and we're the closest neighbour in many miles. Nobody knows about the secret underground dwelling. Why, it's even nicer than what's up here. And it's all for you. I even told you correctly that the next time I get a guy, I'm tying him up and I'm never letting him go. And now I have. Oh, honey, don't look so frightened. Didn't I also just tell you that the entire focus of my life from now on is to adore you and pamper you and love you in such a way that trying to get away will be the last thing on your mind? That if the option ever presented itself, that all you'd be worried about is making sure you stayed right where you are so as not to lose my loving embrace? Oh, no. I never lied to you tonight. Not once. I said the last time I tied you for a week, I was almost to the point where I was going to untie you, and that was true. I was about to take the ropes off and replace them with a chain around your leg and silken bonds for great comfort, which is what I've got waiting for you downstairs. Oh, come on now. You know that this is what's best for you. You just said so yourself. You just admitted to making the wrong choice before and that you missed me so much. You just told me that you were never going to find another girl that could love me as deeply as I love you. Well, now you don't have to. You're mine forever, lover. And I'm going to make absolutely certain that for the rest of your life, you're glad that you fell into such a freak coincidence as this.